What up, everyone? So we've got Nerd Block here. Nerd Block Classic. So let's take a look at this classic box and see what we got. First, we got a t-shirt from Shirt Punch. No surprise here. Let's take a look at the design. Ta-da! Alrighty. So obviously it's Gizmo. Yeah. So this shirt was pretty cool. And I saw it and I'm like, it's alright. Nothing super special. It's got a cool design. It's on Gildan. Overall, the Shirt Punch shirts usually aren't fitted very well. I'm pretty sure this is from Shirt Punch. I'm just realizing I don't see the tags. I just kind of assumed it was. Maybe it's not. But either way, the quality on this is decent. And the design on it's cool. I think it's very recognizable. But I looked at the little card it comes with and realized something really cool about it. I'm not going to be able to show you it because of the lights in here, but I'll just have to describe it to you. So basically, I thought it was weird that they just did a monotone shirt. Usually that's kind of odd, but the reason they did this is it's because it's a glow-in-the-dark shirt. And not the design on here, it has a separate glow-in-the-dark design. Here, let me show you the card, and maybe that'll help out. So I would totally show you myself, but obviously I can't turn off the lights in here. That's too bright in here. But basically, you have your regular design right here, and then you turn off the lights, and it glows in the dark, and then it shows like a gremlin there. It just shows the outline of a gremlin. So that's really cool. It shows the transformation, and it shows a completely different picture when it glows in the dark. I thought that was very special, and I thought that was very cool. Something very unique that we haven't really seen before. So I thought that was pretty awesome. So overall on this shirt, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Quality was pretty cool. It was very interesting. I liked the design. Even if you never have it glow in the dark, it's still a pretty cool shirt. So I thought that was a good choice and an interesting one. So alright, I liked it. The next item was an exclusive item. So, we know that Nerd Block has a partnership with Titans. I've always been a fan of Titans. I think they make really great figures. Recently, one of the series they did was from the movie Alien. So I really liked the series and I collected a good portion of them. You can see them right here. I really like the series they do, and they tend to do more realistic things, like movies, things that have real people. They tend to stay away from like the animated stuff, which is fine. It kind of sets them apart from Funko and things like that that do more like cartoony stuff. Anyway, so we got an exclusive figure here. It's a 2-pack. So this is called the Nostromo collection, and you got one of two options. Either way, you got the alien with his little, I don't know what to call it, the little guy that comes out of his mouth. Either way, you got him, and you either got Ripley or you got Parker. And the reason they're exclusive is because they're just repaints. Like most collections, they do repaints where they add like blood and stuff to them, so that's what this one is. The Ripley version is her in a different outfit, and this alien has some of the like green blood on it. And then the other version you could have got was of the guy with some like brains hanging out, and the alien with like red blood on it. So I think that's really cool. It comes in its own little display case. It has a little window right there, so that's really cool. And like I said, I really like the series. I think they did a genuinely good job. Now, I actually knew these were coming out because I looked them up because I was looking for these, but I didn't realize they were going to be in Nerd Block. I was actually trying to find them, so I was pretty pleased when I found out they were in there. I think that's a really cool thing. I don't know if everyone's going to be a fan of this per se, but I think Alien was a very popular movie, if not very recognizable, at least for the alien. I think everyone would recognize where it's from, and everyone's got to love some exclusive stuff. Like, can't hate on that at all. So I really like this. I'm not sure if everyone would, but I thought this was a great choice, and I totally loved it. So, then we got a comic book, or more like a graphic novel. I guess it has a spine to it, so I guess technically it'd be a graphic novel. So this is of Jem and the Holograms. So this is the movie that's coming out, and this was actually a cartoon from the 80s. There's the front. Da-da-da. So, I have not checked out the movie yet. It didn't seem super interesting, and I don't think it was a very popular cartoon. From what I hear, it kind of sucked, but so did like half the cartoons in the 80s. There were a lot of crappy ones out there. But they have a movie coming out, so I don't know if this is going to cause a resurgence in the comic book series, but either way, it's in here. So, something cool about this that, regardless if you like Jem and the Holograms or not, I'll show you the back of it. I actually have a graphic novel very similar to this that was Ninja Turtles. You'll notice that there are 4 pictures on the back, and they look totally different. So the thing that's cool about this book is it's actually done by 4 different people. So I'll kind of try to show you the pages here. I'm holding it upside down, obviously, but there are 4 different stories by 4 different artists. So it goes different stories one for each of the characters, and it's by a completely different artist each time. So it's like 4 different comic books in there. So I think that's really cool. It's just cool to see different art styles and different writing styles kind of go head to head with each other. So I think that's a very interesting way to approach a comic. So even if you're not a fan of Jem and the Holograms, it's still interesting to see that nonetheless. Other than that though, I don't think it's a very popular series. This is a Nerd Block exclusive, but I'm guessing they didn't have to try too hard to get the rights to that because, you know, it's not that popular. But like I said, I think people would still enjoy it nonetheless. So that was an okay choice, moderate choice, and I think it could be very enjoyable. Then, we got some dog tags. So this is from Zombie Hunter. So, let me open it up. Open! We just got some dog tags in there. It has the Zombie Hunter emblem on there. I doubt you'll be able to read it. It's very small in writing. And they just have some little rubber outside to it. If my camera is focusing. So the second one has like an actual imprint on there. And the first one's just the logo. So, some dog tags. Nothing super interesting if you wanted to wear them. They're cool though. I like the symbol that they have on there. The like skull and crossbones with the machete and like the AK-47. Like, that's a cool little emblem. So, if you'd be interested in wearing dog tags, then that's totally cool. Has a cool little symbol on there. But other than that, it's dog tags. It's a pretty common thing. So, that was an okay choice. I'll take it. Then, our last items. So these are just filler. We got Mad Libs, Bob the Burger Mad Libs, and then we got a coaster from The Simpsons of Mo Sizlak. So, nothing really special about them. They're both pretty cheap in quality, but these are just filler items. So that was all the items in the box. Let's go back through, talk about some value, and give it a rating. First, the shirt. Like I said, 8 out of 10 for creativity and design and overall quality of the shirt. Very nice, but this will get the standard $12 to $15 value. Next, the exclusive Titans figures. So, unfortunately, the fact that they were exclusive really didn't increase the value that much. I still don't think Titans is popular enough to where exclusivity really makes that much of a difference. We've gotten a lot of exclusive Titans figures in here from Nerd Block, the Nerd Block company, but it really hasn't changed the value very much, just little bits. I think over time, when Titans becomes a more recognizable brand, much like Funko, when people recognize the brand, then it becomes more collectible and then it becomes more valuable. But for the time being, they're just not quite as that popular to affect it much. It's still well known, but not that well known. But either way, something of this quality would probably run about $15, regardless of exclusivity. So lots of people got this, and lots of people are selling it. So I'm guessing some people didn't like it. I'm not sure why though, because I really like it. I think they did a great job on the figure, and both the figures, and I think it's a really cool exclusive item. But this is still going to get around a $15 value. If it wasn't exclusive, that's what I'd see something like this in store going for, and that's pretty much what it's selling for online, like around $15. So hopefully over time, Titans gains more notoriety and their things become more collectible and valuable because, like I said, I think they're a very good company. They have some really cool franchises that haven't been touched on too much, and they just have a different style for like collectible vinyl figures. So I thought that was a very good choice. But either way, $15 value. Next, the comic. So, this didn't have a price on it because it's exclusive to Nerd Block, but for something very similar to this, a graphic novel, like a thinner one like this, that's pretty much any franchise, this would go right around $10 for, it pretty much doesn't matter what franchise it is, something of this size and quality that's not hardbound but it has a spine to it, around $10. So, like I said, this isn't very popular, so I'm sure you could find it on eBay. People just giving it away because they got the block and didn't want it. So you probably find this for like half that price, but retail value would be around $10. So that's what I'm going to put it at. Yeah, because even though it's not a popular franchise, it is still new. It came in plastic, and I think it's interesting enough to get that value. So 10 bucks on that. Next, the dog tags. So, this isn't by like a well-known company or anything, so for things similar to this, it comes in nice packaging at least. It didn't just come like loose in there. So I'm going to give this around 8 bucks. Again, I'm sure you could find people reselling it for much cheaper than that, but as far as quality and things like that, around $8, like give or take a buck here or there, but around that, just quality-wise. And yeah, I still think they're really cool, and I think anyone could enjoy that. Then our filler. The Mad Libs, this is going to get a $4 value, just because it says it on the back. You can buy these in stores. It says 4 bucks, so if you went to a bookstore, technically you'd pay 4 bucks, so I guess that's what it's worth, but, I'm only saying that because it says it on there. And then this little coaster, it's just an individual one. It's like a thin, like, tinny metal on top, and then it has the cork board on the bottom, so it's decent in quality, but, again, it's just a coaster, so, like, 2 or 3 bucks, right around that range. So, that brings our overall value on the low end, 51, on the high end, 55. So, no surprise at all here, the Nerd Block Company, with their $30 boxes, almost always gives right around a $50 value. Almost exactly every time. So, the good thing about it is that is a great value, so you get decent value, almost double. And also that you can kind of always count on them. They always give around that value so you know what to expect. So, I really don't have any complaints about this company. They don't always hit it perfectly on the head, but they always do a pretty decent job. They always give like good variety. They have decent partnerships with a lot of companies, so you're getting good stuff and you're getting good variety and often exclusive things. And I really like the shirt. The rest of the stuff in there, I love the figures and the shirt. Thought they were both great choices. The rest was just kind of there, just kind of filler. The comic was, they definitely could have picked a more popular franchise. I like the style of it, but I don't think most people are probably going to like it. And then the same with the dog tags. Like, they're cool, but again, most people probably wouldn't wear it. And then Mad Libs in a coaster. So, that being said, this is going to get a rating of 7.5. You got great value. You got a good mix of stuff. As far as good and bad items in there, you got about half and half. You got like some really cool ones and some pretty average ones. So, that's why it's going to get that 7.5. Not perfect, but nowhere near bad. Definitely worth it. Definitely a good box. And if it's right for you, just kind of depends on your personal interest. So, I think that's a fair value. But let me know what you guys thought of it. So, this has been Nerd Block Classic. T-shirt got an 8 out of 10. Box gets a 7.5 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought. Talk to you in the next video. Love you all. Peace.